Hey everybody, this is S. Anthony Thomas. This is the S. Anthony Thomas Show. I'm back, my friends. Look, I know the title of this episode is weird. I can't really say much in the intro because I don't want to ruin. If I tell you what it actually means, it will ruin the episode. So, Chicka Chicka Ow is a weird title. I know. Just listen to the episode. It will be explained in the episode. Thank you for coming back to listen. It's great to be back. I got some interviews and stuff for you this go around. You're going to dig them. So, are you ready to hear the show and find out what that weird title means? Of course you are. Cool. Let's do it. Hello everybody, how are you doing? This is S. Anthony Thomas. This is the S. Anthony Thomas Show, and yes, I am back. And I've already scheduled some guests for this series of shows. Obviously, it's going to be a whole lot of me talking, but there's also going to be some guests. I'm sure you're going to love these guests. I know you're going to love these guests, so stay tuned. But yes, I am back. And I want to talk to you about some stuff, folks. I want to talk to you. Sex and stage and sex. There's levels to everything. Why did I just say that? You know, that's kind of what the podcast is for me to explain why I just said that. And here we go. I say there's levels to everything, my friends, levels to everything. And you can tell that there's levels to everything just by your everyday actions, right? You brush your teeth in the morning, don't you? Of course you do. You take a shower in the morning. Of course you do, right? And when you brush your teeth, your mouth is minty fresh. Right? You don't even mind having a mask on because all you smell is minty fresh breath. Oh yeah, right? You like getting out of the shower. You like that feeling of being clean. Bubbles. Wash off the bubbles. And now I'm clean. And now I dry myself. I put on my clothes. I feel clean. Body clean, mouth minty fresh. Time to take on the day. Oh yeah, that's how you feel. But as I said, there are levels to this thing. And here's what I mean. Even if you're the most meticulous mouth brusher in the world, you don't brush your teeth and floss the same way you do when you know you're about to go to the dentist. Now, do you? Of course you don't. I've had a girlfriend, one of my girlfriends was one of the most teeth cleany human beings ever. I mean, every girlfriend I've been with has had good hygiene and clean their teeth, but this woman, I'm telling you, I'm sitting in the bed and she's in the bathroom, she's brushing her teeth. That's cool. I'm going to be kissing her. That's fantastic. She flosses. That's also cool, right? Then she water picks. Okay, a little much there because you just put up. That's okay. That's great. Then she gargled. Spits the gargle in the water. Everything. Here comes. She's gonna come in here. Going to get the smooch. And what the heck is going on? I hear the water pick again. She's doing the water pick again. I go in the look. She's flossing again. I said, she's just flossed. She's water picking. What the hell's going on? Right? And she brushes her teeth again. She gargles again. I'm going, okay, now finally she's gonna come and I'm gonna get the smooch on her. But the heck, water pick comes right back on. What the heck is going on? Kind of makes me wonder, are you just really, really overly meticulous about cleaning your mouth, or is there something I need to worry about? Then she came out with no clothes on, and I figured, you know what? I'll worry about that later. Don't judge me. Shut up. But that was her normal brush routine. I got used to it. I just realized, I found out that's just what she did. That's how she brushed her teeth. Not a problem. Big deal. I got used to it. So I know it's going to be 2 water picks, 2 flossings, 2 brushings, 2 garglings, and then maybe one last water pick, and then okay, we know what's going on. Got used to it. But then one day, she got up in the morning. We were about to go off a date. She wanted me to drop her off at a dentist appointment while her car was getting fixed. And she goes through her routine. And now all of a sudden I'm dressed. I'm sitting in the other room, got my car keys in my hand, waiting for her to come out. I hear her normal teeth routine. And I'm thinking, okay, there comes the second gargle. Boom, boom, here comes the last water pick. Fantastic. And I'm pretty sure she's going to just, put on a coat. Then but the water picks back on again. And I can hear flossing. Why is she flossing so hard? What the heck? Get back. And she went through her routine 3 times. Not one time. One time was way more than necessary. Not one time. One time was way more than necessary. 2 would have been ridiculous, but she did it 3 times. Why? Because she was going to the dentist. Oh no, there are levels to this thing. Now, most of us aren't that meticulous about it, but you gotta be honest. The shower you take in the morning when you're just going to go about your day is a whole different shower than the shower you take when you know you're going to see your lady or to see your man. Oh yeah. When you know you're going to see your lady or your man and you know something good's about to happen, something real good's about to happen, something that feels real good's about to happen. You know what I'm talking about. I don't have to spell it out. I'll spell it out. SEX. You knew that already. Moving back onto the story. Right? Or you do exactly the same shower that you would have when you're going to see your girlfriend or your dude. You do the same shower when you're going to see the doctors, because either way, somebody else is going to be all over that body. Someone else is going to be all up on that body. Someone else is going to be looking close to that body. Someone else is going to be feeling that body. Someone else is going to be wearing a doctor's outfit and a mask. I'm into that. Mind your business. Don't judge me. Back to what I was saying. Screw y'all. But there's levels to this thing. And you can see at that point, there are times when we level up what we're doing and we get more intense with what we're doing. And it means that the shower you normally take is good enough, but it's not as good as a shower you take when you're going to the doctors and to see your significant other. So we should always shower like that. The way you brush your teeth is good. It gets the job done. You actually get compliments from the dentist, right? But you only brushed and cleaned your mouth like that when you were on the way to the dentist, which means we could clean our mouth that way on a regular basis and our teeth would actually be better and cleaner, right? Levels to this thing. And you're probably going, okay, I get the levels to this thing part, but what's with the sex and stage and sex? Why did you say that, S Machine? I'll tell you. It's the same thing with me with comedy. It's the same thing with you at whatever job you have. Right? And in this instance, it's a job you love and a job you're good at, right? And I remember when I started doing comedy, I loved it. It was not that difficult for me, but to get to another level, I had to put in more work. And I would watch people on stage. And these guys were people ahead of me in the game, and they were on stage, and a lot of times they were just messing around. And I was good enough at that point to know the difference between someone working on a piece of material and someone just messing around because they had enough juice to get on the stage. And it's difficult when you got your notes and you're ready to do some serious work when somebody's just up on stage just because they can be. They don't really need to be there. They don't really care what they're doing. They're just messing around. They're just flexing their muscles to get on the stage. And you want to be up there doing some serious work. And it annoyed me. And it made me realize, man, every time you get on that stage, you got to take it seriously. You don't want to think about it that way, but you only get on stage so many times in your life. You don't know what the number is. You have no idea what the number is. This one could be the last time, right? And I got to a certain level of skill, but I couldn't get to the next level. And I was trying to figure out why. And I realized why. Because everything that wasn't on me being on the stage sucked. I didn't like writing. I didn't like rehearsing. I didn't like doing the business stuff around the stage part. So the time I was on stage was everything. Everything else sucked. And I realized that was why I was having problems. I didn't rehearse my routine and look at my notes until I was about to go on the stage. Well, how do you get better if you don't put in the work? And young me realized, I realized that if I put in a little more work, I'll get better. So I put in a little more work and I got a lot better. Whoa, I see a result. It's like when you work out in the gym and you don't see a six pack, but all of a sudden you work out a little more and you start seeing that frame and around your abs. You don't have the six pack yet, but you see that it's coming in. It's like your body ordered the six pack on Amazon and now you can track the package. Oh yeah, back to the stage. So now the more work I put in off the stage, the more results I'm getting on the stage. And I started to fall in love with everything about it. The writing, the thinking of the ideas, the sculpting, the rehearsing. Oh, I started to fall in love with it. And as I fell in love with the process that led to the stage, everything on the stage got exponentially better. Oh, yeah. All of a sudden, people will be back right after this short break. Even though this is a presidential election, there are many more candidates on the ballot besides the president. Go to Ballot Ready for a nonpartisan guide to your entire ballot. From there, you can compare candidates based on stances on issues, biography, or endorsements, and then save your choices to when you vote by mail or in the voting booth. You can even request your absentee ballot or make a plan to vote early or on Election Day. This year, with changes to polling places and vote-by-mail laws as a result of COVID, it's more important than ever to have a plan to vote. Go to ballotready.org and enter your address to make a plan to vote and vote informed. That's ballotready.org. Are you registered to vote? Headcount is a nonpartisan organization that works with the music and entertainment industry to get fans to vote. To update or check your voter registration status, go to headcount.org, where you'll find all the information you need to be ready for Election Day. At headcount.org, you can check your registration status. Millions of people get purged from the voter rolls every year, and everyone should check their registration status every year. The deadline to register to vote in some states is as early as October 4th, so you want to check before then. Register to vote at headcount.org. That's headcount.org. And now, back to the show. But they're saying, hey man, you're really good for your age. You're really good. Then all of a sudden I started getting these really good compliments. And all of a sudden the bits that used to get nice laughs and claps and applause and crap like that got body moving laughs. And there's a difference between laughs and body moving laughs. Body moving laughs, you know what a body move laugh. When somebody makes you laugh so hard you lean forward in your chair, or you lean to the side in your chair, or you elbow the person next to you, or you high five the person next to you. And that was starting to happen. The more work I put in on the other stuff, the stage stuff got way, way better. And I realized, I gotta love everything. Because if I love every part of it, everything on stage gets exponentially better. And it will lead to me becoming great at that. Stage. Savor every moment on the stage. Every moment on your stage. Savor every moment, because all we have is moments. Savor every moment. Enjoy it. Every time I pick up a microphone on a stage, or I pick up this microphone that I'm talking into right now, to you people that like what I'm talking about, that listen to me on a regular basis, I love every second of it. You never know how many times I'm going to get to do this. Obviously, I'm in good health. I'm only 51. People in my family live a long time. I'm not going anywhere anytime soon. But just in case an airplane crashes into my house, there's no chance of that. But you know what I'm saying. I live, right? But you got to savor it, my friends. There's levels to this. And for me to get to the level that I've gotten to now, I'm not saying I'm all that great. I'll leave that to everyone that sees me perform. After y'all, I can give myself a compliment on my podcast. Shut up, punks. Back to what I was saying. Right? Okay, yes. You said stage. What about sex? I'll get to that in a minute. Now, here's my attitude about the stage. Now that I've gotten good at the other stuff and been good at it for a long period of time, now when I get on that stage, I look at that stage and I'm going to tear that stage up. I'm going to rip that stage up. Every time I get on that stage, I act like I'm trying to prove a point. I'm trying to prove a point. Oh, yeah. And that's how I do my performances. Love every second of it. Try to be the best I can be and try to prove a point. Sex. When I was a young man, that was my attitude about sex as well, right? Every time I was with a lady and we, it was all about ego. She's very attractive. I find her extremely attractive. My body's reacting to her. I've got to with that woman. That's what I was as a teen and early 20s guy. I didn't disrespect women. I didn't feel any bad feelings towards women. I just looked at a woman and I'm like, good Lord, I have to have some of her loving. Oh yeah. And when I had an opportunity to get some of her loving and I got her into my house or I got to her house or we got to her hotel room where she met me at a comedy club, watched me get on the stage and tear that stage up, and I took her back someplace and the clothes hit the floor. Oh yeah, I would get in that bed with that woman and all I was thinking about is I'm going to prove a point. I'm going to jigga her so good she can't even think about what happened before me or after me. Oh yeah, I was looking down at her and I'm like watching her eyes roll to the back of her head. She's screaming like somebody's killing her because what I'm doing is incredible. Looking, I turn my head to the back, I see the legs shaking, the toes all curled up. She's growling down there and I'm like, you're daggone right. Does it feel good? Of course it feels good. But it wasn't about that per se. It was about looking at her going, I did that to you. I made you feel that. And I didn't realize that the ego of feeling that way as a late teens, early 20s guy kind of took away from the connection with the person. A lot of times I just went after ladies because I found them attractive and wanted to jigga with them. And I kind of liked them, but I didn't care as much as you should care about someone when you with them. And I realized I was denying myself something and I was denying the lady of something, right? Because I wasn't open to giving love to the lady the way I should. I didn't enjoy the other parts of the relationship. I really didn't care about the other parts of the relationship. Just like the stage, all that other crap didn't matter. I just kind of, okay, I was nice to everybody. And then I know a few times a week, I couldn't wait to oh yeah, and I was great at and I still am, but that's not the point. The point is, it was all about ego. How good can I make her feel? How loud can she scream because of what I'm doing? Yeah. And those relationships are always ended because it was always based on in fact, there were women who only stayed with me because they wanted the did I mention I was great at because I am? But that was the only reason a couple of ladies stayed with me. So as it turns out, on the other side, the Egoville, she was thinking, well, he's a nice enough cat. I like him. He's kind of cute, and I really like the way he but I don't really give two craps about his behind. I just want him to that's all I want from him, right? And either way, and we were just basically using each other because I wanted to and she wanted me to that's not a reason to be together. I want to prove how good I am at that's not a way to live. And I realized I was denying myself something. So now I got into was still in my early 20s. And I realized that felt great. But I remembered one time I was with someone that I really cared about. It didn't work out because she was super jealous, right? And I would with her and she loved and she just assumed I was with other women because I would go on stage and women would come up after the show. Hey, that's funny. You cutie, he dimples. And it never occurred to me. I've never cheated before. I haven't cheated then. And I'm 51 years old. I still have never cheated on anybody. That's not my style. If I'm with somebody, I want to that the woman I'm with's brains out. And I want her to my brains out, right? We enjoy each other. I'm not going to do that. But she thought I was. And she started doing all sorts of wacky crap. And she started being really mean to me. And she went off and boom, boom with somebody else. Because let's be honest, he ain't me. He's basically just boom, boom. And I'm, of course, jiggy. And when I found out, I thought she was only with me. And she went and with somebody else. I went, oh, hell no. And got rid of her. Oh, please come back. I'm sorry. I want to and he's just boom. Dang, I thought he was at least boom, boom. And he was just boom. Are you kidding? He's just buh. I said, well, too bad. You're going to have to go deal with buh. And someone else who's not a cheater is going to get in fact, I've now learned to go from to ow! Oh my God, you've added ow! You're daggone right, and you're not getting it. Now get to stepping. Martin was on at the time. Okay. So I realize that just like with stand-up comedy, when you're in a relationship, you can't be all about ego. It's always got to be about the other people. When you're on stage, it's got to be about making the audience laugh as hard as possible, enjoying the process, enjoying the entire process. And it's the same thing in relationships, man. There's levels to this. If you really want to enjoy with somebody, you're never going to get the full feeling unless you care about the human being, unless you nurture that human being, and that human being cares about you and nurtures you. If you really care about each other and love each other, I know the difference between with someone just because I think they're super duper hot, and I know what it feels like to with someone I really, really care about, and it's infinitely better. So much so, I don't even want to settle for anymore when I know that is available to me. So now I won't even put the damn song on unless I really, really like her and care about her and respect her, and she's cool, because I'm not going to miss on the part. Hell no. I would hate the with someone and not get the ow. You dig? There's levels to this, and you should always be going to shoot for the top level, right? Never settle if you don't have to, right? Always go for the chicka chicka ow, because ain't nothing better than a lifetime of chicka chicka ow. You dig? Of course you do. Take care. It's great being back. All right, everybody. Thank you once again for stopping back. Much love to you. We're going to be here for a while, knocking out some shows, my friend. And remember, if you like this show, make sure you check out my other podcast. It's called S. Anthony Says. So basically, Google my name, S. Anthony Thomas, and you have all the info for both shows. Much love to you all. Thank you all. And I will see you again next time. Take care.